Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Point the way.
Heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you.
Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
Many thanks, priestess. Now we can evacuate the village. Please accept the aid of our champion. He will protect your life with his own.
Your offer is a generous one. May Elune light your path to safety. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Point the way. Say no more. Your move.
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune.
Point the way.
Our gold mine is running low.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
On your mark.
The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
Bandu Thoribas mortals, you will pay for defiling these lands.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Cry.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
Done.
So be it. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
Point the way.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of the wind. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of the wind. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. I heed the voice of the wind.
It's the undead! Defend yourselves!
They must have followed us from Lordaeron.
Heaven save us. The dead advance in waves.
Quickly, my sisters, back to the trees. We are no match for a force this vast.
The undead are tireless. There's no way to outrun them.
You see, Lord Archimonde, we need not fear the Night Elves. The Scourge can...
Archimonde, after 10,000 years, how is it possible?
The Legion has returned to consume this world, woman. And this time, your troublesome race will not stop us. Fools! Let her slip away! Find her, damn you! Find her and kill her!
The day we have long feared has finally come. The Burning Legion has returned. I must cross the river and warn the rest of my sisters before all is lost. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. As the goddess wills.
These damn Night Elves cannot escape us! Lord Archimonde wants them found!
Immediately. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. I must avoid being seen. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elune.
Elune Adore, priestess. We are yours to command.
Okalamdor. Anudora.
Our allies' town needs help. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Foul humans. You cannot evade the goddess's wrath. Immediately. By Elune. So be it. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. Clearly the humans have no love for the undead, but I dare not trust them. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. Those orcs appear to be guarding some magical treasure. It might prove useful to me. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills.
Elune Adore, priestess. Be wary. The Doomguards command shades that can see us, even when we meld with the shadows. We'd best stay away from them.
As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately.
Silly night elf. You cannot hide from us.
Make it fast.
Someone threatens the wilds? So be it. Immediately. The goddess calls. So be it. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? So be it. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. By Elune. Immediately. So be it.
Your shadow powers will not hide you from our sight.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the wilds? As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. By Elune. So be it.
The goddess calls.
On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
Ambush! Run for your lives! We'll regroup in the clearing ahead!
By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. Immediately.
Fondu doth valore.
Ishnu Allah, sisters. It is I, Tyrande. By Elune.
Standing guard.
Your move. Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
Point the way. Done.
Ashrathoraman.
On your mark. All too easy.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. As the goddess wills. O Kalimdor! Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Point the way.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you. Done.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune. Ah, these abandoned ballistas will help me break through the undead fortifications. So be it. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. Immediately.
Your move.
The goddess calls. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. Goddess calls.
In position.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elune.
I am sworn to avenge.
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Immediately. Hinduli Rethad. By Elune. O Kalimdor! The goddess calls. Anudora! I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. So be it. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds, as the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. So be it. As the goddess wills. I must reach the river before the dawn breaks. I cannot remain hidden during the day.
On your mark. All too easy. Point the way. On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
Make it fast.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
Standing guard.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. So be it. Ashrathoraman. Dawn has come. I can no longer rely upon Elune's power to keep me hidden.
Tyrande, praise Elune, you've made it. The undead appeared out of nowhere and attacked our village without warning.
Ishnudaldieb Chandris, we have a greater problem. The undead were sent here by the Burning Legion, our ancient enemies of old. Against such might, we have only one option. We must awaken the Druids. With Cenarius dead, it falls to us to awaken the Druids. We must recover the demigod's horn from the sacred Moonglade Isle. Only its clarion call can awaken the Druids from their slumber.
But, Priestess, the orcs have established a crude settlement upon the Isle. We'll need to fight our way through them to reach Cenarius' horn.
Priestess Tyrande, thank Elune we found you. The undead are advancing upon the nearby barrow dens. The dens seem abandoned, but
There is one Druid sleeping within them, sister. Furion Stormrage. He is the wisest and most powerful of all the Druids. He must be warned that the Legion has returned.
then we'd better hurry. If the undead overtake his den before he's awake,
Let us make haste, my sisters. All our hopes rest on Furion's awakening. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
What is nature's call? Hi!
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
Goddess, light my path.
The goddess calls.
Are we being invaded?
Ashrathoraman.
Goddess, light my
The
path.
goddess calls. So be it.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Point the way.
As the goddess wills.
Upgrade finished.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls.
Your move.
So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. As
As the goddess wills.
Make it fast.
Hi!
The goddess calls. By Elun.
Your building is
So be
complete.
it. By Elun. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
More lumber is required.
Loktarogar! For War Chief Thrall!
Point the way.
Your name. Ashrathoraman. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess...
Strike fast! Ensnare them all before they regroup.
Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have
Heed the
engaged.
voice, Elun. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. Someone threatens the wild, as the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman.
Standing guard.
I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. By Elun. I heed the voice of Elun. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. Someone opens the wild. I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Point the way. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. I heed the voice of Elun. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
Make it true.
Ashrathorama. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of a lute. Ashrathorama. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. Immediately. By Elun. Okalandor!
These elves are stronger than we thought.
Ashrathorama. The goddess calls. Ashrathorama.
I am sworn to avenge.
I heed the voice of a lute. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of a loon. The goddess calls.
Speak your mind.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Immediately. So be it.
I stand ready.
Ashrathorama. The goddess calls. Immediately.
In the name of Cenarius!
As the goddess wills.
On your mark.
Ashrathorama. Someone threatens the wilds.
Your move.
I heed the voice of a loon. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of a loon.
Anudora!
So be it. Immediately. By Elun. Immediately. By Elun.
Goddess, light my path.
Immediately. The goddess calls. By Elun. As the goddess wills.
Make it fast.
Ashrathorama.
Goddess, light my path.
So be it. Someone threatens the wilds, as the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Ashrathorama. So be it. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. Ashrathorama.
Research finished.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately.
Your building is complete. Goddess, light my path.
Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. By Elun. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun. So be it. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Your building is
Research
complete.
finished.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Feel nature's wrath.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately.
The great outdoors.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
I'm game. Making trails.
Research finished.
The great outdoors.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun.
Are we being invaded?
Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. The goddess
None
calls.
shall harm the wilds.
Goddess light.
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. By Elun. At last, the horn of Cenarius. Now we can awaken Furion.
The horn has sounded, and I have come, as promised. I smell the stench of decay and corruption in our land. That angers me greatly. Come forth, you defenders of old. Crush these invaders, as you did in ages past. It has been 1,000 years since I last looked upon you, Tyrande. I thought of you every moment I roamed through the Emerald Dream.
My heart rejoices to see you again, Furion. But I would not have awakened you unless the need was urgent.
In the dream, I felt our land being corrupted, just as if it were my own body. You were right to awaken me.
The Burning Legion has returned, Furion. Cenarius is dead, and Outlanders roam freely through our most sacred vales.
As was foretold. No doubt Archimonde will make his way to Hyjal Summit and attack the World Tree. If he succeeds in draining the tree's energies, this world will be doomed.
My only thought was to awaken you and the rest of the Druids. The Druids of the Talon reside within the Barrow Dens at the end of this valley. If we can reach them, we may have a chance to stop Archimonde and his demons.
That did it, boys! We've driven them off! Let's regroup back at the base and tend to our wounded.
So, the Outlanders battle against the undead as well. They could prove to be powerful allies against Archimonde and his ilk.
They are mongrels and nothing more. They are responsible for Cenarius' death. I will be damned before I stand with them.
Perhaps you are right, my love. We will establish our new settlement here. Keep your sentries alert. I doubt that we have seen the last of the Outlanders or the undead.
Someone threatens the wilds? So be it. Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the wilds?
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it.
Your building is
By
complete.
Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
Ah, the great outdoors.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
heard your
Gold mine
voice.
is running low.
Our resources are depleting fast. We must find another gold mine and muster our forces. Only then will we be able to reach the Barrow Dens. I heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds, as the goddess wills. Immediately,
Is there trouble?
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. So be it. Immediately, as the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune.
Ashtherodanador.
The goddess calls. So be it. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess calls.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Ah, the great
Immediately.
outdoors.
Goddess, light my path.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
More lumber is required. Goddess, light my path.
Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately, the goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. Wait. I know those furbolgs. They escaped from Ashenvale when the corruption started to spread.
Perhaps they did not escape the corruption after all.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Speak your mind. Fear the night.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
I've never seen the creature so aggressive before.
Then I will put an end to their curse. Undo Falador! I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. Okalamdor.
It shall be. Anudora.
I heed the voice of
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Someone threatens
Our
the wilds.
sacred grove is being desecrated.
I heed the voice of Elune.
It shall be done.
The goddess calls.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. Anudora! Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. So be it.
Our sacred grove
By
is being
Elune.
desecrated.
So be it.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
Our sacred grove is being
By
desecrated.
Anudora.
Someone threatens the wild.
It shall be done.
The great outdoors.
I heed the
Our
voice
sacred
of
grove is being desecrated.
the goddess calls.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ashrathoraman.
Threatens these lands. Anudora.
The goddess calls. Immediately.
The great outdoors.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Our
So be
sacred
it.
grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls. By Elune.
Hi! Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ashrathoraman,
Our sacred
I
grove
heed the
is being
voice of the
desecrated.
as the goddess wills. So be it. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
There is danger ahead, priestess. You must proceed with caution.
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
Changed, Tyrande. There is little mercy left in you.
Long ago I swore to protect this land, Furion. I never had the luxury of sleeping through times of great peril.
If your endless vigil has hardened you, my love, it must be part of your goddess's plan.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills.
Our sacred grove is being
By
desecrated.
Ashrathoraman.
It shall be done.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
For Calumny.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Gold mine is running.
Ashrathoraman.
I swore to obey.
Anudora.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. In the name of Cenarius. Okalamdor. In the name of Cenarius. Someone threatens the wild.
Make it fast.
The goddess calls.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. By Elune.
Our warriors have engaged.
Someone threatens the wild.
Is there trouble? I'm game.
The goddess calls.
Create more moonways.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. Voice of Elune.
Our gold
Someone
mine has
threatens the wild.
collapsed.
Immediately.
Your building
Are we
is
being
complete.
invaded?
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman.
Is there trouble? Hi! Making trades. Is there trouble? Aim dead center.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of the wind. Goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Be careful, priestess. These woods are overrun by the dead.
The goddess calls.
What is Major Scott?
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds.
Our warriors
the
have
voice of
engaged
the
the enemy. Our sacred
Ashrathoraman.
grove is being desecrated.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Goddess calls.
Our sacred
Ashrathoraman.
grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls. So be it. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
It shall be done.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice.
Amudora.
Ashrathoraman.
Threatens these lands.
Are we being invaded?
The land and I are
The
one.
goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. The
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds.
Ashtherodalan.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Anudora!
Shall be done.
Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune.
Ashtherodalan.
The goddess calls. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
Anudora.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Hopefully the land will heal itself of this cursed blight. We should get moving. The barrow dens lie within the valley just ahead of us. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Goddess calls.
Gods, light my path.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Ashrathoraman.
Standing
Someone
guard.
threatens the wilds. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. The goddess calls.
Is there trouble?
Someone threatens the wilds.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. No! The outpost has been corrupted, and the Treants have been driven mad. They do not deserve this cruel fate.
Come no further, weakling. Lord Tichondrius commanded us to kill anyone attempting to enter this place. And we shall. Pathetic wretches.
It pains me that you once called yourselves Night Elves.
The goddess calls. I hear the voice of Lune.
I am called to revenge.
Laid out.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Immediately.
Laid out.
Our warriors have
Oh,
engaged
Kalimdor.
the enemy.
As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman.
Standing guard.
In the wild. The goddess calls. By Elune. Someone threatens the wild. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately.
Ashtherodanador.
Someone threatens the wilds.
I am sworn to avenge.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep
The goddess
dulled my
calls.
senses?
By Elune. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman.
For Kalimdor.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune.
Come forth, Druids of the Talon. Let the storm crows fly once again upon the winds of war. Ishnu Allah, my brethren. Kalimdor has need of your powers once again, for the hour of doom is at hand.
We are yours to command, Shundo Stormrage.
Now we must delve into the earth, and rouse the ferocious druids of the Claw from their slumber. These barrow deeps have remained untouched for nearly 3,000 years. Still, there is no telling what creatures may have taken up residence after we sealed these tunnels shut.
There is nothing to fear in this place. The only enemy that has ever given me pause is now corrupting the lands above us. Let us be done with this business and get back to the surface.
Agreed. Just be careful. There is no telling how the Druids of the Claw will react to us after all this time.
The goddess calls. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. In the name of Cenarius!
No!
The land and I are one.
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. Ashrathoraman.
What threatens these lands?
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
These cave spiders are enormous.
I sense a strange darkness tainting them. They have been transformed by a great evil. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
Has sleep
Someone
dulled my
threatens the
senses?
wilds. So be it. The goddess calls. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills.
Anudora.
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. The goddess calls. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. By Elune. So be it, as the goddess wills. Immediately. Ashrathoraman, as the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. Demon bile. This must be what cursed the spiders.
If the corruption can do this to these simple creatures, I dare not imagine what it could do to the beasts who live above.
We must put an end to this corruption, no matter the cost. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds, as the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. So be it. Immediately. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
Old priestess, we need your help. Our shaman was bitten by a strange spider and has become deathly ill. Our tribesmen have run off, leaving us to fend for ourselves.
What would you have us do?
The waters of the nearby Fountain of Life can save him, but we dare not leave him in this state. If you can fill this vial with its waters and return it to us, our shaman's life will be saved.
If his wisdom will prevent you from turning feral like your tribesmen, I will gladly save your shaman. The goddess calls. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. By Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. This must be the Fountain of Life. I need only place the vial in the fountain's waters. Someone threatens the vial. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. By Elune. As the goddess wills, so be it.
Immediately.
Elune be praised, priestess. Truthfully, we doubted that you'd return. Now our shaman has a chance.
Again, I must thank you for your help. Take this talisman. Should you require our aid, it will summon us to fight at your side.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. The pathway cuts off to the south, but this doorway looks promising.
Oh no. How could I have forgotten?
What is behind this door that worries you, my love?
This door leads to Illidan's prison, Tyrande. We should go. Now.
Illidan? It's been 10,000 years. Could he still be alive? We should free him, Furion. He would be the perfect ally against the undead and their demon masters.
No, Tyrande. That beast must never be set free.
But he is your brother.
Be that as it may. He is far too dangerous. I forbid it.
Only the goddess may forbid me anything. I will free Illidan whether you like it or not.
What threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador. Anudora. It shall be done. Anudora. The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. For Kalimdor, Ashtherodanador, it shall be done. Anudora, Ashtherodanador. Anudora. Something is amiss. The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. It shall be done. For Kalimdor, Anudora, Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador. Threatens these lands. For Kalimdor. The The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador. Let me pass. The Archdruid of the Moonglade demands passage. Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. It shall be done.
Turn back. You are unworthy to bask in the Bear God's presence.
Bear Gods? Press the attack! Threatens these lands. Perhaps the creature was referring to the sleeping druids of the Claw. But why would he call them bear gods when they appear as I do? Anudora. Ashtherodalabor. It shall be done. The land and I are one.
Prepared.
Something is amiss. What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Foul spawn of Deathwing. I should have known that you loathsome beasts would take refuge within the flames of the earth. Something is amiss. It shall be done. The land and I are one. What threatens these lands? Anudora. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Ah, the Druids of the Claw are awake already. Come, my brothers, we have much to do. What? They've lost themselves to their animal aspects. They're mindless and feral.
In the Raven's name.
The Horn's call might work, but it would reach only a few of them in this part of the cavern. The land and I are one. For Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. Anudora. No one shall pass. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? Threatens these lands. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. It shall be done. The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador. Something is amiss. The land and I are one. For Kalimdor, something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. The land and I are one. Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done.
That's a given. It has begun.
Threatens these lands. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. Something is amiss. Threatens these lands. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. It shall be done. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. Pathetic wretches. For Kalimdor. The land and I are one. Something is amiss. What threatens these lands? It shall be done.
I don't know what came over us. It's been so long since we remembered who we were.
All is well, Theroshan. I have need of you and your mighty brethren once again. After these many ages, the Burning Legion has returned, and only our combined strength can drive them back.
Then we Druids of the Claw are yours to command, Shandor Stormbridge.
I cannot go back. Goddess grant that Furion is wrong.
Your quest is foolhardy. Even your goddess has condemned the one you seek to free.
I heed the voice of O Kalimdor! Someone is the wild. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. So be it. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Anudora! The goddess calls. So be it. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
Your move. Done. Fair enough.
The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. Immediately. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. So be it. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune.
On your mark. Done.
Ashrathoraman.
Point the way.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. By Elune. So be it. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Someone threatens the wild. Immediately.
A cache of the Watcher's weapons. These should help us considerably.
The goddess calls. By Elune.
I am sworn to avenge.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. By Elune.
Death.
As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wild. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune.